And we're live. Hi, everybody. Hello. Welcome. We're back with more tactics. Hope you're all doing okay. I'm all right myself. I just had a drowsy day. Just came home and I just felt that hit of exhaustion. But I'm feeling okay now. I've eaten. Everything's good. And while I was off stream over the weekend, I did do some off-stream grinding. Excuse me. And that went fairly smoothly. I got a bunch of characters up to level 24, which was the level that we were facing when we got to the monastery over here. So to kind of catch us up to speed as to what the hell we were supposed to be doing, over here on Orbon Monastery, we're getting one of the Zodiac stones that Ramza's sister apparently knows about, and we were trying to get one of the Zodiac stones because now right now, I think Ramza's brother, or no, not Ramza's brother. Who's the faction trying to get at the stones again? At first it was the church, but we killed the cardinal.
Let us speak on this again.
State of the realm.
May have many facets.
Following is yeah. We made one of the church. Oh no, it's still the church. It's still the church working with Dicedarg, I believe. Because right now they're in the midst of a war for the throne. Yeah. Either way, the next step was going to the monastery so that the church and also Dicedarg and anybody else won't get their hands on the Zodiac stones. That's the crux of things, because we do not want them to gain this stuff. And we learned about the Virgo stone, which is what we're supposed to be finding now. But yeah, that's kind of it. I did do some job rearrangements for characters. I made Ramza a squire again because
was there something?
For whatever this final job is that's all the way down here, I need him to be level 8 squire, as well as a level 5 geomancer, a level 5 summoner, a level 5 orator, and a level 8 chemist. Oh boy, that's gonna be a lot. But I also did some rearrangements for other characters as well, and not everybody's up to level 24, but I at least got enough to where I feel, or at least closer to level 24 where I feel more comfortable. And of course I still have a bunch of Falcon Chocobos. And yeah, Lilith's up to level 15, Combo's up to level 12. And I suspect that the Bard class that he requested when I asked him about this stuff is that the Bard class is like what this one will be. So we're gonna get on that when we can. But yeah, that's basically everything. I made sure to just properly get everybody leveled up. Equipment-wise, I am not sure what we're looking at on that front. I know yeah. Do you have katanas? No, you don't.
Are you happy? Thank you.
Yeah, I also bought myself a number of equipment also to get things squared away on that front. But yeah, we're gonna go try that out, because as far as I know, there's no other errands or... Nope, there are. Minstrel in distress. You will oft find a fellow nursing a drink in the corner of the tavern. Mameko, the minstrel. It seems... Mameko the minstrel. Wait. Yeah, it seems he is in something of a creative rut. Please help him if you can. We'll send Lilith, Combo, and...
How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone you understood?
Yeah, because I'm getting their job points up so that they can at least learn a bunch of skills. And anything here? No. Anything... Wait, what's your...
Welcome by all means.
What do you have? Do you have a... No, you don't. I also got this bag that I don't know what the hell is supposed to be for, but I guess we'll see when we cross that bridge.
Looking for Orton after Orton in particular.
Do you have... Yes. Oh, we got kunai, so at some point we're probably going to end up with ninjas as a class. I just don't know when the hell we're going to be getting that. Yeah. Either way, yeah, I basically did a lot of off-stream stuff because I wanted to at least get characters more leveled up so they can actually take hits better and also be able to use their spells more frequently. Ethers, yeah, we've got plenty of ethers. Fuma Shuriken. We'll buy some more Phoenix Downs. Alright. That should be all, I think. Like, really, there's nothing else, so we're just gonna go ahead and go for it. And I'm not making the same mistake again, so now I know what we're doing. Because it's a bunch of Dragoons and Mages in here, so let's try and play this more safely. So, I guess besides all the off-stream grinding, something else I've been seeing is people's extreme levels of excitement for the 1.0 release of Fields of Mystria, which, for those that are not aware, is finally out in 1.0, which, that's very exciting. That's really awesome to see, and it's particularly exciting because, like, I myself am particularly excited about that because I have been following that game's development and life cycle for years, like far before it ever had a Steam page even. I remember it was the first images I think I saw of that game was on Twitter way back when. And when I say way back when, I mean like when it was Twitter. And I was just enamored with the art style, and I was like, oh my god. A farm sim with a 90s anime art style? I gotta try this out. Like, when is this? What is this? And apparently the game has been in development since 2019, which makes sense. That's around the time when I think I saw it. And yeah, I mean, to see the game release now in 1.0 after 2 years of being in early access, that's got me so happy. And it's
born for this.
Actually, no, not you. Oh, this guy, I forgot to mention, this guy was an enemy in a random encounter, and I managed to actually convert him to our side because of the speechcraft skills. So yes, speechcraft does work. Alright, we want someone with healing. Do you have healing? No. Do you have healing? Yes. And you have speechcraft.
The fan calls.
Do that, and
It's time.
I think that'll work.
No turning back.
So yeah, Fields of Mystria, for their 1.0 release trailer, they did this cute little animation trailer, which perfectly evoked the 90s slice of life feel, and in the midst of all that, they also had they had this one cut in the trailer that I thought was really cute, where it was March getting a whole bunch of flowers and stuff, which is very funny considering the level of, like, excitement people have had regarding March as a character. Like, I would say, from observations of the fan base of Fields of Mystria, the most popular romanceable characters... Oh, we converted one of the Dragoons! Oh, fuck yeah! I just did that as a fucking spitball! Nice! Anyhow, I believe the ones that I saw that were the most popular were March, Hayden, March and Hayden, I would say, are the top two that I saw for the male characters. For the female characters, I don't know. They all kind of got their own levels of popularity, but I think because I see Celine has gotten her fair share of popularity. I saw that. I saw Reyna definitely got her fair share. I'm a Valen guy. if we're talking Fields of Mystery or romances. Like, I like Valen, and she's who I decided to romance. So seeing Valen fan art once in a while made me very happy. I will say, though, something else that really surprised me regarding the 1.0 patch notes, because, like, I didn't read the patch notes yet, because at the time of the game releasing in 1.0, I was at work, and I just did not have the time to look up the patch notes at all. So, to my surprise, apparently... Jesus Christ, this dude. Okay, essentially, what I learned from the patch notes is that it's implying that you can go polyamorous with relationships, which is really interesting. And, you know, if that is the case, that's pretty awesome, because I can't think of many games off the top of my head that have romance where you're allowed a polyamorous relationship choice. Like, I think the last game I can think of that had something of that type of relationship status was like... God, was it? I think it was Potionomics. Yeah, I think it was Potionomics that had it. And even then, that option didn't exist until the newest edition that has the fucking voice acting update. I forget it's got some kind of definitive version name, but I forget what it's called. I just know that, you know, people will probably be really excited about that, and if they want to opt out of having the multiple dating options thing, that is possible, and you just end up with the best friend status. Like, that's... I like that they are allowing for that kind of option for people, because I understand that, you know, for some, they're okay with it, with the idea, for others, not so much. I mean, that's even down to another option that they talked about in a Q&A before the 1.0 release, where they were like, hey, I want to do, or no, it was like, you want to romance a character, but you want to not have kids in the game because, you know, some people just don't want to have kids no matter what. And you are allowed that option. You're allowed to say, like, hey, I'm in a relationship with, say, Juniper, and I don't want to, you know, Juniper and I will be in a no kids relationship. You can do that. You have the option for it, and that's been something that, with Fields of Mystria, that I will 1000% praise with every fiber of my being, is that it is a game that 1000% is very customizable to the player's wants and experiences, alongside having a lot of the quality of life improvements that I wish I saw in, like, a lot of other farm sims. Like, it's just nice to see the options that you're given as a player just be expounded upon and acknowledged and worked on like that. Not to say that other game devs don't do that too, but Mystria is really, like, their ear is to the ground, and they just know what their audience wants. And it's nice to see that. And if at the end of the day, if the game doesn't end up having the option for people, they can always mod it in. I don't know if whether or not modding in a romanceable Ulrich could happen, but, you know, I know for certain people will want that immediately, because if there was anything that I know was a thing for people as soon as the early access release happened, was, without a doubt, when the game came out, people were just wanting so badly to romance Ulrich. If you don't know Ulrich, he's one of the NPCs in the game that is the brother of March, who, as I said, one of the most popular characters to romance in the game. And yeah, Ulrich himself turned out to be an extremely popular character for plenty of good reason. He loves rocks, he's a himbo, he's jacked, and kind of a doofus, and people like doofus himbos. Like, it's pretty easy to see why people really gravitated to him. So, fair to say, nice and exciting to see that Mystery has come out and it's getting the praise that I feel it deserves. But I didn't expect the kind of reception that it was getting.
So this is Virgo. And what a beautiful maiden she is.
I'll continue my thoughts after this cutscene.
To the lower vaults, quickly.
Okay, so, oh fuck, I forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, so it's release week for the 1.0, and it's funny, I was just on Blue Sky earlier, and one of the developers was like, hey, I'll make like a short little video in the event of us ever reaching a 1 million sales, but we're probably not going to reach that number immediately or something like that. And literally it happens on fucking launch week. I don't think since Cuphead have I heard of a fucking 1 million sales success week that fast. That's wild. So, yeah, congratulations to the Fields of Mystria team, and everybody celebrating the success of it, the launch going smoothly, even Perfect Garbage, the people making Grave Seasons, another life sim that I'm really hyped for. Like, they're saying, like, oh yeah, congrats to them. Like, yeah, good on them for finally getting the game up and running and enjoyed by so many people. Fucking much deserved. Aldebrand. Level 26. Holy shit. You have jump and aim. You have jump horizontal 4. I'm gonna give you jump vertical 4. Do you not have... What other skills can... None. Alright, so it looks like you're gonna have to learn some more stuff later. Alright, downside about recruiting enemies is that they don't tend to have as much in the way of, like,
Understood.
experience earned and job points. What white mage skills have you got? You've got a lot of the good stuff, so you know what?
I shall do my best.
You next. That should do it.
At the ready.
Alright, the Virgo.
Ramza Beowulf. The mongrel follows our scent. Mayhap it is for the best. I, Isilud Tengil of the Knights Templar, draw my steel in the name of the Father, the Holy Apparitions, and Saint Ajora.
Okay, so no, it is the church.
You will return the stones you carry, heretic.
Return? You speak as though they are church property. But the gods intended them for all men. Hear me, Isilud, and hear me well. The stones belong to the people. The church has no claim to them. All I will offer you is mercy, and naught more. Lay down the stone you've taken, and you may flee with your lives.
I've no more need for your mercy than for you. My blade will teach you a lesson in humility. Why do you persist in this foolish resistance, Ramza? Ah, wait. I dare say I can explain it. Though you are a Beowulf, you refuse to follow the example of your lord.
Oh, so no, I was right the first time. Sorry, it's literally in the span of a week between streams, my brain just completely scrambles and forgets info because I'm just, going through my work week. So yes, Ramza's brothers are working with the church, likely to gain favor so that they can end up with some level of a station after the cardinal had been killed by Ramza and crew.
The reason? You live only to defy those you should obey. Some would blame your illegitimacy. but I would venture it was your choice. For all you were blessed with, you allowed your bastard birth to embitter you. By expressing your anger through defiance, you came to define your very nature.
Belittling others is clearly in yours, but you could not be more wrong about mine. It is because I am a Beowulf I do not heed my brothers. The Beowulf name stands for truth and justice. It is not a tool to be used for selfish gain. My Lord Father devoted his life to the defense of our people in the 50 Years' War. Countless soldiers took to battle beneath our banner and made the ultimate sacrifice for the kingdom. We fought for justice then. Righteousness was on our side. House Beowulf cannot now turn from its purpose and fight for the interests of a corrupt crown and self-serving aristocracy.
You would speak of justice? Full oft it is but greed dressed in noble finery. If you truly believe as you claim, then fight with us. Help us tear down the monarchy and nobility both.
The problem is they have their own self-interest of oppression that they want to enact by having the Zodiac Braves come back under the Cardinal's banner, under the church's banner, so they can go like, my holy warriors are also glorious and strong. So don't you think about uprising now?
The Church of Glabados envisions a world devoid of class divides. A world where all men can live as equals. Saint Ajora spoke of such a utopia. It is the promised land he foretold. Fear and doubt worry the hearts of the people, leaving small room for fealty. You see this. Ivalice lists Ramza and threatens to found her. Should we fail to right her course, this storm will claim her.
It is the church that churns the waves.
Yep.
You orchestrate this entire conflict. You claim war to be the proper cause for Ivalice.
Yep. Yeah, because the church and the people working with the church orchestrated like royal deaths alongside the kidnapping of the princess and also subsequent chance of assassination.
Change does not come without cost. Revolution requires martyrs, and we require revolution. The crown is rotten, the nobility corrupt. They must be made to pay. The people deserve their justice. Help us deliver it to them, Ramza. Join us, as your once friend Delita has.
All right. Yeah. Now my deal is straight on this. So yes, church is working with separate faction to enact this war to happen so that the royal lines get severed and that the aristocracy and nobility end up taking each other out. Can I reach these? No. So I'm gonna have you up here. Yeah, sorry I'm kind of foggy on details. This is the thing about having streams only to do at a certain
Were it
point.
justice you desired, I would gladly help you see it done. But what you truly want is power. Power beyond that of any army. You would free the people only to enslave them anew with the demonic power of the stones.
Demonic power? The Zodiac Stones are gifts from the gods. We would use their divine miracles to guide the people to greater glory. There is nothing demonic in that.
Few would consider it divine miracle when a man is made a demon. When Cardinal Delacroix offered up his body and soul to the Auricite, it transformed him into a Lucavi.
What nonsense! The only demon I see stands before me. You, who murdered the Cardinal for the stone he possessed. Not that he would have lived long, gathering them behind our backs as he was.
Oh, okay, so the Cardinal was acting in interests, and nobody else in the whole area knew about that.
I must do that.
Protect my
My time
summoner.
is now.
Oh, come on. Uh-oh. Okay. Oh. That's some damage. Uh-oh. Let's try... That's good damage. Can't reach there, but you can at least reach her. Give her a high potion.
Come on.
Your struggle ends here.
Well, gotta bring you back up. Try that. Maybe I did need some more, like, better equipment. Oh, maybe not. Okay.
Not good at all.
Big damage. Okay. Now we're starting to...
Done yet.
Now we're cooking with gas here. Uh-oh. Alright. Arise on you, because you didn't really get to do many hits. Oh god. How bad is it?
Your fate is sealed.
Well... Okay, well, ad break's about to happen, so 3 minutes, then an hour, no pre-rolls after, so hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do, and we may restart and do a different format, BRB. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. Alright. What are we looking at? Oh god. Do I need to get better armor? Yeah, I think, okay. Let's change formation and check on our equipment real quick, because that's a lot of damage they're doing to me. Ramza. That's fine. I want Agrias here.
As you wish.
And you have Ancient Sword. Right, because you're a monk. I changed you to a monk because of the, because I want to make her a samurai. Maybe I should change her off from being a monk. Yeah, I'm gonna change her off from being a monk because, honestly, yeah. Let's see if that's any better. Let's have Mustadio here because having a non-MP dependent damage unit would be good. You, I believe you don't equip shields because of your weapon.
It's time.
I doubt I'll be able to convert any of them. I don't think I'll get that lucky again. Poison rod.
Ready.
No, what? Do you have different ones? We can do that anyway. Alright, can't do that. All fine there. All good there. Alright, Mustadio. Aimed shot, that should be fine. Okay. See if this does it. If it doesn't, then maybe we just buy more equipment in the overworld, because we've got like 40,000 gold.
Why?
Where to then?
Is that a monk skill that he uses? I'm gonna guess yes.
What?
Alright, I'm gonna have Ramza actually go up here.
Right.
Agrius, I'm gonna have you go over back up Mustadio. You, I'm gonna have stick close to the to our spellcaster here, mystic person.
My time is now.
Ha ha ha! Will that work? Damn it. He just has a hard time hitting those hits. Alright, but unlike Ramza's old teacher, I can actually do some decent damage on this front. And he doesn't revive HP with each skill that he does, so that's good. Do you have throw items? No.
You'll be alright.
There we go.
Ready and able.
Nice. Damn it. Jesus Christ.
This bodes ill.
There we go. Well, oh my god, Ramza lives. Shit. Not for long, though.
I cannot fail.
Try and do this. Take out these archers. Nice. Raise.
The Father bear witness.
Oh, fuck. Damn it. Alright.
What's next?
How much do you do against this guy? Don't know. We're not going to be able to find out. Alright, in that case...
It's not a
The Father bear witness.
Do this. Probably gonna go after... Yeah, thought so. I think I'm seeing what the routine's gonna be here. Okay, maybe I should have a time mage instead of a mystic. Because a mystic is good for the disabled, but I'd rather be able to move faster. So you know what? Did I give this guy haste? Yes, but I had other time mages, or people with time mage skills.
to the front.
Did you have time mage skills? Yes. Yeah, you had a lot of them, so we'll go with that. Actually, did you have? No. But I think the idea of Mustadio being here for some chip damage... Well, Agrias kind of pulls out the same purpose.
Very well.
And then we need a healer.
You can rely on me.
And then...
I'm ready.
There. Let's try that.
Forward. Ramza Beowulf. The mongrel.
See if this does any better. Because our objective's just to take him out, not rout all of the enemies here. Haste. There we go. Skip this. And then Ramza, you're gonna go over to that summoner and kick the shit out of him.
I'm ready.
Nice shield parry, we take those. Big damage. And I'm gonna cast haste on Ramza. It's not, yeah. What I'm gonna do is protect.
The father bear witness.
Good fucking lord. Yeah, I think making her a monk was a really bad idea. There we go, and a silence. Fuck yeah. Just to see. Reflect. And then blind. Will that work? Nope, didn't think so. There we go. And they are lined up perfectly for another hallowed bolt. Beautiful.
The father bear witness.
Okay. Like dominoes, they're going down. Potion yourself.
Ready.
How good is the damage that you'll do against... Wow, shockingly good. Try and get both of them? No one nearby to entice. Try for another hollowed bolt. Big damage. Please hit. Yes! Yeah!
Come on.
That's what we fucking like to see here. Okay, haste has gone down. Please miss. Please miss. Fuck! Shit. Alright. What if? Didn't think so. Be funny, though. Nice. How much damage can you... Alright. Well, I hate to keep spamming this, but it's genuinely her strongest move against these guys. Boom.
I will not be bested by this heretic. But nor can I fail to deliver the stone. Though it shames me to withdraw, the mission must come before honor.
Isolde, wait.
Yeah, I'm kind of like, I understand Hollow Blade is a crutch for me right now. It's just really strong and costs nothing. Oh, back up to the first level. Oh. All right. Ramza, and then let's have our summoner, and then
You can rely on me.
you have Archer's Bane. Problem is, I have no idea what units they have ahead of time, which makes it really hard to plan this kind of thing out.
The van calls.
Certainly.
You have Geomancy, and you're pretty dodge tanky. Let's try this.
I stand ready.
Let's try this format.
It's time.
Let me go!
Oh no.
Isolde, I will secure the monastery.
Oh.
Take the girl and go.
He joined the church.
Come, no need to struggle now.
Ramza! Help me!
There he is. Listen well. Our adversary may be young,
Okay,
but you
so
underestimate him at your peril.
looks like 2 archers
As a
and 3
scion of
knights.
House Beowulf, he is passing dangerous. His were the hands that slew Cardinal Delacroix. Gird yourselves well for battle.
And a mage. So 2 archers, a mage, and 2 knights.
Milguda, my dearest sister, you will soon be avenged. It's over!
Well, the tide just got turned on my ass. Okay.
Weegraf, you live. But why do you now wear the raiment of the Template?
It's been a while, Ramza. Much has happened since last we met.
Then you were a warrior who fought to make your dream reality. Now you are only a thrall of the Church.
What troubled sleep have you known to speak of my dreams? What hardships did you endure as you supped from a silver spoon, no matter how sweet? A dream left unrealized must fade into day. How then can a dream become real? How can it be made manifest in waking reality? The answer is power. Only with great power can great ambitions be realized, and only by surpassing my betters can I attain such power. My defeat to you awakened me to the truth of this. You think me a thrall? So be it. Your envenomed words serve to succor me, for when at last you yield, as you must, their poison will consume you.
How much damage can you do? Decent amount. How about with Pummel? 60 versus 55. Alright, let's try the 60.
For justice, my soul burn.
Thunder. Oh no. Ow. Oh, this is not good. %. All right. Doesn't work either. Okay. Wind Slash isn't doing much either. You know what? I'm retrying this. This was a... yeah. This is gonna need a different format. So now that I know it's a mage, 2 knights, 2 archers, and Weegraf. Time magic for haste. I think...
Right.
Summoner. And then...
I shall do my best. If you say so.
let's go with this.
To battle.
Let's see if this works out. Because now that I know how this is supposed to be structured, this should work out better.
Milguda.
There we are. Jesus Christ, 180 on a counter? Well, Ramza's dead. Ramza's fucking dead. Yep. And so's my mist. Okay. Okay. Bro got some high-ass goddamn rolls on me. Because, yeah, prior, that was just a crit that he got on me that just fucking kicked me right in the dick. Right in the dick. And I'm gonna put you here to haste. And then Summoner over here, because I genuinely think that could work.
Lead the way.
There, and...
I shall do my best.
Okay.
To battle.
Let's try that. Split them in half. Jesus Christ. All right. You're a kid. Wait. What?
Weegraf. I'll do what I can.
There we go.
I pity you, Weegraf. I truly do. Even as a man of broken dreams, you might still have been remembered fondly. Your ideas lifted the people, showed them the cracks in the time-worn facade of the aristocracy. You acted on your convictions, and so ennobled those actions. That is why so many rallied to your cause. You strove to realize your dream by the sweat of your brow, and so made it sacred. But now you defile it in your pursuit of power. You cannot truly believe that the Church shares in your ideals. You are not so naive as that. No. Deep down, you know the truth. What would Milyuda and your fallen friends think of this barter you've struck?
Silence! I will not suffer Milyuda's murderer to invoke her name. What would you know of striving by the sweat of your brow? You who yet cling to the Beowulf name! From birth you have wanted for nothing! You cannot know what it is to live the meager life we do! Reason may trick you to believe you do, but your heart can never know! Harsh is the world in which we live, harsher still than you can imagine. You have neither right nor reason to pour scorn on me!
More judgment? Alright. We're just gonna immediately beeline to Weegraf. I just can't. This is not survivable. Jesus Christ! Okay. If the Dragoon can get one more hit, then we win. Hey, there we go. Holy shit, that was lucky. Holy shit. Dragoon dodge tank.
Again? No. I refuse to lose to you.
By the skin of our fucking teeth, but I'll take it.
I am a Zodiac brave. the bearer of Ares.
Oh.
I will not fall so easily.
So he's considered one of the Zodiac Braves now.
You would flee, Weegraf. Where have you gone, damn you?
Okay. Yeah, that was a humbling experience. Well, he was throwing Judgment Blades immediately, which really threw a wrench into my plans on that. And I don't know what is the defense stat needed against that. Oh, shit.
You're wounded.
Go. Do not tarry here for me. Deliver the stone.
Alma! Release her!
Go! Now!
Forgive me, Weegraf.
Wait!
Is this how it ends? Unable even to avenge Milyuda, I have failed her. Failed them all. A bitter draft. So much left. Undone.
Oh, that's not English.
The Orsite. It speaks. Yet the voice seems to come from deep in the earth.
Life undying. Is this the stone's great secret?
Uh-oh, boss fight. Maybe?
Weegraf, no! It means to deceive you!
Whoever you are, I submit.
Uh-oh. Alright, what demon does he look like now?
Is this the wonder of the Orsite? Nay, 'tis the power of darkness.
Belias the Gygus. Looks like a giant goat ram demon. Ares is the... No. Is No, Capricorn's the goat, right? Ares is... What was the... Oh, Ares says... Wait, what? Hold on. Well, I guess they probably don't relate specifically to what the, Okay, so it is a ram, so yeah, that's correct. Because, for... Or other Ares. Okay. Oh, so there's multiple animals that they can pull from. Because I was wondering, like, what the forms may represent to the zodiac sign that the stones are based on. So it doesn't seem like much, considering the last stone that we got had the cardinal turn into Oogie Boogie from Nightmare Before Christmas meets Sackboy from Little Big Planet.
Weegraf?
Magnificent the power of the gods.
By darkness all is sated, all fulfilled. With perfect wisdom I now clearly see. The truth, a black abyss beyond light's reach. You hurry toward your end, alas, too soon. Such power. Such power.
Oh.
Elder, what are you?
I had to bring you this.
A book?
Written by one of Saint Ajora's disciples. Germanique, the betrayer. Though its existence has been rumored, nary a soul could attest to having seen it. In truth, it is lain under lock and key in the monastery's vault, marked a forbidden tome. It chronicles the true tale of the Zodiac Braves and Saint Ajora himself. No detail is omitted. It exposes the deception of the Church, that its doctrine is founded upon lies. That is why we fear it so, and have kept it hidden since the beginning.
Please, Elder. You'll tire yourself.
I have lived a life of sin. All these years I have turned a blind eye. I told myself it was to protect the faith. But in truth, it was to protect myself. I continued to teach what I knew to be lies. And in so doing, I begat this tragedy. Heed me well, Ramza. This book possesses power. How you use this power is your decision. And your burden. You may offer the book to the High Confessor's men in exchange for Alma's freedom, or you may reveal it to the world and undermine the Church, thereby thwarting their ambitions.
Elder Simon.
It is done. My mind is now at ease. The rest, Ramza, depends on you. You truly are the very image of Baba Death in his youth, you know.
Elder Simon. No.
Reading materials. The reading materials section has been added to the Chronicles in the main menu. You can now read the scriptures of Germanique and other tomes you may acquire. Well, shit. Wow. Also, did I see that right? We have a level 21... I want to see that, actually. Hold on. More encyclopedia. Knights Templar took her hostage. Weegraf apparently fell in with the Templars, and they named him a Zodiac Brave because he believed essentially that you had to serve the people, that you have to serve the powerful people to ever make any kind of dream a reality, because doing it on your own merit did not help. Yeah, this is the guy that the Church was teamed up with to try and pit Gultana and Larg against each other. Wow, this guy's got a whole ass backstory. A Knight Templar in the service of the Church of Glabados. Isilud is the true-born son of Fulmarv, the Templarit's Lord Commander. He is also one of the new Zodiac Braves, holding the Pisces Stone, and great hope is placed in his ability. Isilud blindly follows the words of his father, and holds both the crown and aristocracy in very low regard. His father's ideologies for revolution have taken deep root within him, and he actively seeks to make them a reality. He sees the aura sight as a divine gift, seemingly unaware of the frightening truth behind its power. And there's the High Confessor. While Flame, yeah. So High Confessor here, his whole deal, like, the Cardinal was doing stuff behind everybody's back, but the High Confessor here, he's still in charge of it all. Yeah. And this is the Confessor that went after Ramza for killing Delacroix. And this guy we met last time we streamed this game, and he seems to be he's an astrologer that seems to be looking for... Wait, what the... I think I'm getting spoiled by these character entries. Oran was accepted into House Orlando as a young age, and the Count later sent him to be adopted by Baron Durai, his trusted retainer. As Orlando has true-born sons of his own, it would not be possible for Oran to inherit the title of Count. Allowing him to join House Durai was a sign of Count Orlando's boundless love and devotion to Oran. Oran has a gift for gathering information, and his ability to form viable strategies based on his findings has earned him a place at Count Orlando's right hand. Okay.
I'll be waiting.
And more State of the Realm stuff. So now we're going to be in pursuit to get Alma back.
Let us speak on this again.
And here's all the cutscenes. We're just kind of updating things.
Safe travels.
All right. Orsight. So Weegraf had Ares. And then somehow this guy's got, and Lulius has all, Isilud has all 3 of ours.
Take care. Gathered with
because we left them with Alma. Alright, Scripture of Germanique. I opened the Scripture of Germanique, entrusted to me by Elder Simon, and began to leaf through the pages. The words before my eyes were written in a holy script of ancients, far beyond my ken. Several illustrations were scattered throughout, but many pages were missing or damaged, and the script was exceedingly difficult to decipher. As I turned the pages, faintly penned words in modern Ivalician script occasionally caught my eye. Notes of an explanatory nature had been added here and there throughout the book, all written in the same hand, though exactly whose I could not say. A faint scent of ink rose from these notes, and as I touched my finger to one of them, the writing smeared. It seemed to have been penned only in the last few days. I then realized that these transcriptions were most likely Elder Simon's work. He must have devoted a significant portion of his life as a custodian of the underground library to deciphering these scriptures line by painstaking line. I relied heavily on his fragmentary notes as I continued reading. Apparently, the Holy Script had been recorded by Germanique, but who was that? The name struck a familiar chord, as half-forgotten history lessons rose unbidden in my mind. And then I remembered. Germanique was a disciple of Saint Ajora, who betrayed his master, turning him over to the Holy Edoran Empire, and in doing so, ensured his name would live on in infamy. I was astounded that a librum penned by the same Germanique from my history lessons now rested in my very hands. Saint Ajora was a child of the gods, descended from the heavens to deliver humanity from its self-inflicted chaos. But his prophecies was the word of the divine imparted upon mortal men. After his death, these teachings formed the basis of the Church of Galabdos, its name meaning to obey God. The holy tongue of the ancients. The Church's influence later spread throughout Ivalice and further afield to Odalia, Romanda, and beyond. The deeds of Saint Ajora are known to all, and yet I would seek to learn more of his remarkable journey. Sanctajora's birth came some 1200 years ago, in the midst of a golden age of technology when airships yet piled in the sky. Wait, not piled, plied in the skies. He was born in Lysalia, in the city of Bavenia, that's the word. City of Bavenia. Moments after his birth, he rose to his feet and approached a well. Upon reaching its base, words of prophecy poured forth from his infant lips. A calamity shall soon befall this well. Seal it up, and none may drink of it. Some days later, a plague descended on the town of Bavenia. And all those who drank from the well succumbed to the contagion and perished. Only those families who heeded the prophetic words of Sanctajora were spared from malady and death. After the incident with the well, the people came to revere Sanctajora as a portent of miracle and child of the gods. Then, at the age of 20, his life was cut short. The circumstances surrounding his death are closely tied to the legend of the Zodiac Braves, told throughout Ivalice since ancient times. To trace the story of these fabled warriors, I must delve yet further into the past. Ivalice was not always united as it is today. Long ago, the realm was divided into 7 domains: Foverham, Lionel, Limbury, Lysalia, Gallion, Zeltania, and Molond. Each ward with the other in a never-ending struggle to expand its own territory. It was the age of feudalism. This conflict had continued for centuries, until an ambitious young king rose to power in Molond. This young monarch dreamt of uniting all of Ivalice under his hand. But the road to victory was a difficult and dangerous one. The king turned to ancient tomes and the dark magics found within, summoning a demon from the netherworld to do his bidding. But once unleashed, the demon slew the king and set out to destroy the very world itself. To combat this monstrosity, a great hero set out on a quest. Together with his 12 comrades, he collected the Zodiac stones that had been scattered throughout the world and thereby formed the Zodiac Braves. These warriors soon defeated the demon and its minions, and banished the creature back to its infernal plane. Their deeds came to be told as the legend of the Zodiac Braves. The Zodiac Braves have since appeared whenever the world balanced on the brink of catastrophe, only to vanish just as quickly once the crisis had been averted. Similar catastrophe threatened the world in the time of Sanctajora. The liege lord of Limbury summoned a demon in hopes of seizing control of all of Ivalice and once again plunged the world into chaos. And just as in the legend, Sanctajora collected the 12 Zodiac stones. Once again, the Zodiac Braves rose to defeat the marauding demon. Thus was Sanctajora hailed as the world's savior. However, the sovereigns of any age have small tolerance for the interference of well-meaning heroes. Sanctajora's fame drew the ire of the Holy Edoran Empire, which dispatched soldiers to capture him and his devoted followers. Pharism? Yeah, Pharism was the prevalent religion in that day, and its priests feared Ajora's growing influence. Ultimately, Jamonique, the 13th disciple, was tempted by sordid coin, offering vital information that led to his master's capture. The saint was executed upon the gallows of Golgotha soon thereafter. But lest we forget, Sanctajora was a child of the gods. The wrath of the heavens was swift and terrible. Immediately following the execution, Molond, the center of Faris teachings, was visited by a terrible cataclysm. The skies rained blood, and a storm of golden lightning ravaged the city. The very earth trembled, and with a thunderous roar, Molond sank into the sea. This was the legend with which I was familiar, the very same tale told to every child of Ivalice. But the Sanctajora described... Let me get some water in my system. Excuse me. But the Saint Ajora described within the scriptures of Germanique was a different man altogether. Ajora was no child of the gods. He was a mere mortal, no more divine than you or I. You or I. He was a revolutionary who fought to realize his own ambitions. He was no lover of peace, no hero who would sacrifice himself for the good of humanity. Germanique wrote of him. As the founder of a new religion with a rising number of followers, Ajora was seen as no more than a nuisance to the empire. But to the slaves and the destitute, who suffered most under imperial rule, the fair treatment and equal opportunities expounded by Ajora appeared as a ray of hope, and he as their savior. But Ajora was apparently more than just a religious founder. He was a saboteur who infiltrated enemy states to collect information and sow disorder. Ajora was a spy, dispatched to the Holy Edoran Empire by a rival state. His teachings, the faith they inspired, the influence he wielded were but contrivances to enact the downfall of the Empire, orchestrated from within its borders by Ajora himself. But for all his guile, the Imperials were fully aware of the threat that Ajora posed. Germanique was employed to collect evidence that would allow the Empire to arrest Ajora as a spy. The 13th disciple was in reality no more than the Empire's instrument in a play to uncover Ajora's true intentions. It seemed that Ajora indeed attempted to form the Zodiac Braves. Germanique confirmed in his writings that Ajora even discovered some of the stones, and had entrusted them to his closest disciples. But what was his purpose in forming the Zodiac Braves anew? I do not know if the Liege Lord of Limbury actually summoned a demon. Elder Simon's note speaks of his doubts on the matter, and not a single line within the scriptures seems to record the events. Nevertheless, it appears the catastrophe in which the greater part of Malone sank into the sea did indeed coincide with Ajora's execution. The footnotes provided further enlightenment. They expressed a different view, no doubt the personal opinion of Elder Simon. Although many spoke of their existence, none had ever set eyes upon the scriptures of Germanique. Some might say they are fraudulent, written with the sole purpose of discrediting Saint Ajora, but I know this tome to be authentic. When I served as an inquisitor for the church, those in its upper echelons feared the existence of this work, and the same is no doubt true for the High Confessor. They were all fearful of these writings, for everything contained within them is fact. After Saint Ajora's death, the church, which had capitalized on his considerable influence to seize power for itself, had only one task: to conceal his true nature as a human being. This one fact had to be erased from the annals of history. They needed to ensure that Saint Ajora be remembered as a child of the gods. Their use of the Zodiac Braves, a legend believed throughout the continent, was a stroke of genius. It was a simple feat to convince the people that Saint Ajora had led the Zodiac Braves to defeat a demon that never existed. I realized now that I had lost my faith the moment I began to read these scriptures, and yet I feel no sorrow. Thinking back, I now know that my desire to know the truth was stronger than my faith had ever been. But above all, I am as guilty as any involved in this great travesty. All these years, the Church has concealed the truth and lied to our flock. Though I am compelled to condemn these acts, I cannot bring myself to do so. Even were I to bring the scriptures before the people, the Church would not stand idle. In all likelihood, I would be accused of heresy and burned at the stake. But that is not the true reason for my inaction. This library is everything to me. It is a treasure beyond compare, the only means of slaking my endless thirst for knowledge. If I were to share this book with the world, my precious library would be taken from me. Alright, we'll read more after the ad break, so 3 minutes, then an hour of no pre-rolls after, so hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do. We'll be right back. And we're back. Thank you for your patience. I spent the ad break noting down some other things I need to pick up for groceries. Because I just remembered that I've got no berries to mix with my yogurt. Because a sweet treat that I tend to usually have is, or at the very least a dessert shortcut, is to have some granola mixed with berries and maybe a little bit of honey as a treat. Alright. So, I cannot allow it. To be separated from my tomes, I can think of no pain greater. In the end, my curiosity eclipsed my will to do what was right.
Within these pages lies the truth hidden by the Church for so many years. The miracles of Saint Ajora were not but lies, and he but an ordinary man. By interweaving the events surrounding Ajora's death with his
Mendacious? Huh.
with his mendacious teachings, his followers fabricated a means by which to seize power. But is that truly all there is to know? Elder Simon wrote that Saint Ajora's demon never existed, but I've seen the dark power of the Zodiac Stones with my own eyes. There's an evil presence at work, something much more sinister than even the High Confessor and his twisted plots.
Alright.
Safe travels.
So Saint Ajora wasn't really that much of a saint. He was just a regular guy that was just kind of sowing in some chaos. But there is genuine dark power here. Oh, man.
You are the heretic Ramza Beowulf, yes?
Who are you? You do not appear to be of the Template.
You will come to Riovani's castle. Your sister will be returned in exchange for the scriptures of Jarmonique.
Riovanis? What does Grand Duke Barrington have to do with this? I had heard he keeps both Dukes Larg and Goltanna at arm's length, and fields no troops in their conflict. Why would Alma be in his custody? What interest does he have in the book?
Surely you have read the scriptures.
Yes, I've read them. Could it be the Grand Duke is in league with the Church? If so, having its secrets exposed will be problematic for him, too.
You are in no position to make threats. If you wish to see your sister again, you will come to the castle and do nothing extraneous. My lord awaits.
So here you are. They've been searching high and low for you. What is it? Are you unwell? Ah, but I forget myself. I hope this day finds your Royal Majesty in better spirits than those past.
Do not mock me. Please, I could not bear it.
That was cruel of me. I'm sorry.
So, what is it that you mean to do with me? I'm not Avelia. There can be no possible value in holding me. No value, even in my living.
Possibly. You are not Avelia. We do not even know your rightful name, whether even you be highborn or low. No such records remain.
My life until now. What was it all for? Raised to think myself Avelia. I never once suspected that I was merely a replacement for the real princess of the royal family. I alone was confined to a remote monastery. Far from the seat of our crown, I alone was made to live in seclusion, and had often wondered why. Even so, this I thought a burden light enough. If it meant the kingdom would know peace. Yet still Ivalice runs red with blood. All this suffering and solitude. What purpose did it serve? How ironic it is. Now that I am free of the monastery, I find myself longing for it. Though I may have been a bird in a cage, at least the song I sang was my own.
It has been the same for me. I was given the wardrobe of a nobleman, and so I played the part. A puppet, ever dancing for patrons unseen. Most men but play the part they're given. Most live and die not knowing they play a part at all. But I am past all that now. I am their puppet no more. I will exact from them the price of the merry dance they lead.
And just what is it you plan to do?
You must place your trust in me, Avelia. I will burn down this kingdom and build a new one. A kingdom worthy of you. I will show you a world where your light will outshine the sun. A world without darkness. A world where you will always be, Avelia. This is my heart's desire. For you are my purpose. My everything. You will have no more need of tears.
Can I truly trust in you?
I will never betray you. Never. On Titra's soul. I swear it. So come now. Dry your tears.
I'm sensing something off on Delita, but damn, that's a good scene. Alright. Holy shit. Oh my god. That's a lot of map that just got unveiled. Alright, well, it said new stuff available in the provisions, so let's start at Gog and gather equipment. But first, we're gonna make sure that we fight plenty of random encounters so that we're not caught short in these fights.
My turn, is it?
Stadio. I wanted to make a samurai. Which you can actually be.
I approve.
I love the samurai outfit for the ladies. It's so cool. It's such a nice fit. Alright. How much do you know of... Okay, you're good. And you'll just earn some JP. Do you have any more JP for samurai? You do. Because I'm going to get you off of these. Invokes Verse of Oblivion. If you had an MP. Koltetsu.
An excellent choice.
And then...
To the front.
You can rely on me.
Let's do this.
No turning back.
Have that be the deal. Yeah, I can't reach with gun. Move over here. Ghost versus gun. And you... Can you haste them? It's gonna be a different elevation. Yeah, I thought so. You're gonna wait here. Ow. Oh wait, no ow. Cloak evasion, fuck yeah. How about we do an Umbra? or there. Move you over here so that you don't shoot my samurai. That'd be very bad. And do that. Wait.
Leave this to me.
And there we go. Oh, right, she still has poaching. I forgot that she had that skill.
I even impress myself.
Honestly, not bad damage. I'm a healer, but... You know, healer, like, or more like Gaslighter. Gaslighter gun keep. There we go. Gaslighter gun keep girl boss. There's the meme. Wait for that to be the thing that people joke about when Fire Emblem and Fortune's Weave is out. Still funny to me that that's one of the main takeaways that's happening. Because, like, okay, so as I said before with the last stream, I didn't watch the direct because I heard that some plot details got spoiled pretty strongly, but I have at least seen the main character's design, and I learned that once more we are in control of, like, a player-made character. But apparently there's more customization to be done with the character here versus Byleth, which I'm okay with, because here's the thing. If they're gonna have us embody, like, a character that we're supposed to project ourselves onto, at the very least let us customize them to an extent. Because at this point, if they're gonna have a name, an established backstory, and like a family life and everything, and it's not one of the... I don't know. I just felt that maybe Byleth didn't need any of that. I don't know. Because Byleth didn't really have a personality, and that was part of the backstory, sure, but I don't know. I feel like they could have just... If they were going to make Byleth an established character, just make him an established character that had a voice and personality. Because it felt like they wanted to have a character with a custom backstory, but also, you know, a kind of like a Link situation. Except even Link doesn't really... I don't know. I like the notion that they're probably just going more with, like, the customizable route situation, as opposed to, you know, what Byleth was. And I will also say I at least like the fit of the male character design more than Byleth male in Three Houses, because I'm gonna be honest, I didn't like Byleth's design in Three Houses. I thought it looked I thought, like, the large sleeves that had, like, a cutout where he puts his arms, like, through a cutout in the larger puffy sleeves looked kind of dumb. So that's nice, and I like the girl's design too. I think the design looks fine, you know? It looks good. It's supposed to serve the purpose of being an angelic figure. I guess the only thing that I would just hope that, you know, comes up with this new angle of things is that while we are playing as a playable character, that we don't influence the story, because that's been the problem with Fire Emblem games in the past, where you have a player character, is that at a certain point, the story ends up revolving around them and all of the actions they perform. And that is not something that has really sat well with me and many others that have played like current or past Fire Emblem games that had something like that. Like, if you want your player character to be involved in the story, or at the very least have some say in the story, yes, that's fine. Nothing wrong with that. My problem is whenever the story seems like it revolves entirely around the main character, around your player character, to the point of Mary Sue status. Oh dear God. Okay, so that's just all the rumors. Let's read, it's this one. Marquis Elmdor slain. Elmdor's dead? Marquis Elmdor, Liege Lord of Limbury, the hero of the 50 Years' War, dubbed the Silver Prince by his friends and Silver Demon by his foes, is reported to have been slain in battle. The recent conflict had driven a wedge between him and Duke Goltana, with Marquis Elmdor choosing instead to take a neutral stance. In spite of this, Duke Goltana demanded Limbury's continued cooperation, but Marquis Elmdor firmly refused the proposal, fearing for the well-being of his subjects. Relations quickly deteriorated, and Duke Goltana ordered the invasion of Limbury, bringing their armies into conflict. The Marquis himself joined the defense of the Fused Plains, but was struck by a stray arrow, the wound leading to his eventual death. Marquis Elmdor was a popular figure among the common people despite his noble title, and had long been a devout member of the Church of Galabdos. A steady stream of mourners pay respect at his grave, having served as a steadfast general of Duke Goltana's during the 50 Years' War. It is said that the Duke expressed profound regret for his part in Elmdor's untimely passing, and it seems a certainty that his death will affect the war.
Will that be all?
Okay.
That's the spirit.
We do have this that we can still do, but Lilith and the others are still out. Outfitters. What do you have that's new? Golden Staff. Buy like 5 of these. Wizard Rod. Ooh.
Are you happy?
Musk Pole. Goku's Pole? Power Pole Extend?
Are you happy?
Proud Hide Bag. Equips regen. Yeah, that harp symbol implies Bard. So once that unlocks, I'm for certain going to make Combo a Bard. That was his request. That was his want, and I will gladly do that for him.
Are you happy?
We don't need these.
Are you happy? Are you happy?
Like these weaker items that are like early game, we don't need these anymore.
Are you happy, Cos? Are you happy, Con?
Thank you kindly. Would you kindly let me buy your stuff? When did I get an elixir?
May I be of further by all means?
Mithril gun.
Are you happy?
Well, that's going to Mystario. He needs, because poor guy could use a damage upgrade. Yes. Stadio, there you go. Alright, maybe I should actually... Clockwork Fair.
Who'd you have in mind?
Machines? I can't send plot-relevant characters. Alright, let's send you and you. And...
How many? Anyone you send? How long will you permit? Anyone? I'll say. Will that be? Thanks.
Units return from an errand. Where? There. Yeah, I just have an inkling that maybe the upcoming story beats may have enemies that are a little strong for me, so I'm just gonna take some precautions.
Certainly.
Let's go.
Ready.
No turning back.
Oh, that's a bunch of that's a bunch of chocobos.
What's my next move?
Oh, dear God. Okay, this is bad luck. I think I just got a really unlucky encounter here. Because chocobos, these are some scary motherfuckers.
One step at a time.
I'm gonna go, no, no, fuck that. You know what that was going to end up being? Them doing a fuck ton of damage, and then the chocobos will just keep healing themselves over and over and over. Like, that many chocobos in one go? I was not gonna live that. I know my limits, and that was
We're
it.
interested then. An errand's over. Right then.
Despite many difficulties, we did all that was expected of us, and more besides.
We helped Mameko, a traveling minstrel who had, Mameko, a traveling minstrel who had triumphed in an oration contest some years ago. His unique act had long been a favorite of local audiences, but of late he had fallen into a deep creative slump. We drank together in the tavern until the early hours, discussing countless ideas, when an off-the-cuff suggestion of a new hairstyle seemed to spark his imagination, and he began an impromptu performance right then and there. It seemed to us that Mameko was back to his old self, and we retired for some well-deserved sleep.
I never did doubt we were capable. I hope the others are watching.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Okay, Chocobo lanes alongside the route of the Egros to Dorder.
Who are you sending? How many days will you allow for this work? Anyone? I'll see. Will that be all? Thank you and farewell.
New errand.
A warm... You're interested then?
Again?
Who's
Dancers. Oh. Well, I'm throwing Lilith to that. Like, I know... Lilith's my friend. I know Lilith. She would 1000% be cool with the dance.
How many... Anyone you send on an errand won't be available. Who do you have in mind? How many... Anyone you... Very well. Need anything?
Alright. Because the other purpose of sending a bunch of people out on errands is to also gain a lot of money.
stand ready.
If you say so.
Very well.
All right.
Ready.
At the ready.
Did I change? I forget. Did I change? I don't remember if I changed Agrias to a monk or back to a knight. Nope, she's still a monk. And she's just needing 109 more experience, and then I can change her to an archer to start going. Because I want to make her a samurai too. Well, do I want to make her a samurai? No, I think I may change her back to Holy Knight because she needs to be level 8 to reach whatever this last job is here. So I may change her back to that.
Right then.
And you... I don't know what to do with you. I kind of have been making him my item guy. What other jobs used a gun? Chemist and orator? Really? I guess maybe I change him to an orator. God damn. Pew pew. There we go. Okay, doing well so far.
Power.
It's just a delete button, really. Like, that is the best thing about that skill. It's just a delete button. Oh, come on. Did I get the... Oh, got the immobilize. Hell yeah. Can you stop spitting ectoplasm, please? It's very gross.
I'll handle this.
There we are. And heal and wait. And attack. And there we go. Alright, now she's level 5 monk. We can change her back to Holy Knight. Yeah, the mithril gun really did some damage there. Fight ghost with gun. Alright, so... where are you, Agrias? There you are.
require something?
You could learn some skills. Actually, that'd be good. And change you back to this.
I shall redouble my efforts. What is it?
Those who show kindness are rewarded in kind.
I do like that, you know, despite being pretty much like not involved in cutscenes in the story,
How might I help?
your characters here actually do have some kind of
By all means.
quip they can provide.
Yes?
Like,
It
what's
has been
Lilith's?
so long since I tasted my favorite sweetmeat.
Okay, yeah, Lilith's made sense for her. Like, I literally took a picture of it and sent it to her, and she was like, oh my god, that's so me. Alright, what's combos?
No one likes having their equipment destroyed, but you can always safeguard it.
True. Alright. Can you learn? Yeah, you didn't think so.
Of course.
I guess if I'm gonna make him an orator, well, first, I want him to learn some more item skills. So I guess I change him, let's see, Orator's down the White Mage line, so White Mage it is.
Why not?
If I want to keep him to gun, alright, I think...
Those who show kind.
What do you need?
You're fine. Yeah, I think they're all good equipment-wise. Ramza, you're fine. Learn steel. Equip axes. Evasive stance. Anything else? Not really. And you're at level 7 for that? Yeah. So all you need is some levels in Geomancy, and then we can get you on the other side of that. I don't know what the hell that job's gonna end up being. What about the rest of y'all? Let's see, I had you to a summoner because, frankly, I think we kind of need a summoner. But could also make you into this arithmetician job. Who was the closest, actually, to getting whatever this job is? Okay, you are. Gaston. You are, like, 1 level away from revealing whatever this is. If that's the Bard, oh boy, Combo's gonna have a long way to go to getting to that one. But I'll do it. He wants it. I'll definitely make him a Bard. And it makes sense, because he's a very talented composer, who I recommend you all go support. Actually, let me just go ahead and... Those are all of his socials, and for anybody watching on YouTube, his socials are in the descriptions of the video. Alright. We were checking back here. Basilius Tor. Okay, just one chocobo this time, thank God.
Certainly.
Yeah, you're one level. Yeah, you are like right there.
I'm ready.
I shall do my best.
All right.
There we go. Learn some white mage skills. He's not going to be primary white mage, but he's may as well learn some of them.
Right then.
Big damage. Alright, and then Mustadio, you do your first ever heal.
Soothing breath of life. Sweep down from on high and heal our hearts.
Oh!
Cura!
Okay, cool. He actually has... I guess all the named characters have dialogue that plays when they do certain attacks. Like how Ramza calls out Pummel. And, which, by the way, I should really change out his stuff. Because Pummel's not really been doing well for me, but the problem is, like, the revival skill from the monk tree is so good.
Right then.
I'll not last much longer.
Please work. Damn it. Secondary effects never tend to work with me. There we go. God damn, Mystics do a lot of damage with their stabs. Yeah, back up. Back up. Wait, he can act again? Oh, wait, oh, right, because it was cure and then he moves and then cure again. Okay. I was confused for a second. I was like, what the hell? How come he can move twice?
I'm up against it.
You stay put. You... How much damage does your pellets do? That works. He could stand to do a bit more in the way of healing, but he's not terrible. It's not like healing's gonna be his primary job. Uh-oh. Oh no. Well, we gotta wrap this up fast. Alright, we've got a number of turns before we get worried. Okay, thank God, you moved closer. Who's next after... Yeah.
What to do?
Can you finish it off? Yes. Okay, that got very scary very quickly. I did not want to lose my samurai. Okay, with that done... Tavern.
A warm... You're interested then? An errand's been Right then. Tell us how it went.
It was a resounding success. Won through great endeavor.
We took part in the Gog Clockwork Fair as assistants to the Golifens Machinists Club. We were responsible for cleaning and itemizing the delicate components as well as general support duties. The Golifens enter the competition every year and have received commendations for their skilled work, but had never taken first prize. This time, however, despite more participants than ever before in the contest's history, the Golifens' complex machinery brought them the overall prize. The joy of Aldamara's face was plain for all to see.
We grasped the nature of the work quickly enough. You may trust us with anything.
Just as it seemed our day could not have gone any better, we chanced upon this exquisite piece.
Ooh! Forged in honor of the legendary sword Excalibur. Although only a replica, this sword is extremely sharp and has served a goodly number of adventurers. I don't like that face in the middle. It reminds me of the Majora's Mask moon.
You picked up something valuable, eh?
Excalibur, stop! I love that.
A job well done.
Alright, Messa's legacy. A boat used by King Messa, the hero who saved humanity during the Cataclysm, is said to be somewhere at the bottom of the bay near Gog. Legend has it that the ship is packed full of treasures King Messa received from the gods. It sounds too good to be true, so I took the liberty of knocking the fee down for you.
Who are you sending? How many days for this errand? Anyone? Very well. Need anything else? Thanks.
Alright, and with that... Let's see, what is...
Now, what are you looking at for job points?
Looking at a good amount. So we'll go with... Oh, God, yeah.
I see.
Actually, it's really fitting giving her martial artist stuff, too. Alright, Guston... Can't learn anymore.
You called?
There we go. Ninja.
Interesting. Hmm?
Okay, so that's ninja. And soon...
What is it?
Dragoon. Okay. She's been really good as a Dragoon.
Do you want something?
Maybe I make him a ninja. Hmm.
I see.
I like that ninja fit. But what is this? It might be something that I grind off stream for because, well, we have 2 Dragoons.
What is it?
Yeah. Really, she could really be that other job.
Yes?
Actually, wait, I think I was going to make her the... Yeah. Because if I could give her more geomancy... Yeah, we could do that. When she's back from the errand I sent her on. What the fuck is that thing? Is it just a red version of... It is. We got those and then a regular cat enemy. What looks like a time mage. I don't have an orator on me, so I can't convert. Shit.
Of course.
Oh well.
Certainly.
All right.
As you wish.
Oh, I can make her an arithmetician now. Yay. Actually, what is the deal with arithmeticians? A learned warrior whose calculations render any and all target of their magics. Arithmetician's job commands arithmetics, employs algorithms, and casts magics instantaneously. Oh. Okay. Huh. Holy fuck, that's a good one. Whoa. Okay, I can see why that would be an attractive job. Alright, I'll change her to that as soon as I can. Jesus Christ. Do I change her to it now? Yeah, why not?
A new role.
Okay, and she can equip staffs with this. And I can't afford any of the skills, so... yeah, we'll keep with... Oh. Let's... Mystic Arts.
I shall do my best.
Let's do that.
No turning back.
Here I go. Right then.
Oh, that could have been. Oh, that could have been really bad. Oh, thank God. Holy shit! Oh, the dual wield skill's pretty fucking good.
Onward.
You're strong enough to let that happen? God damn, okay. In that case, maybe I should make Ramza a ninja so he can dual wield. Also, ad break in 5 minutes. Jesus Christ. Okay, problem is she does not have a high initiative.
Come then.
Which, you know, makes sense. She's essentially become now like magic math teacher. It's like that one
I must concentrate.
what was it, TBS Kids show about kids trying to save like a mother program from some kind of evil force by math equations. And apparently that show was like over 10 seasons long. What the fuck was it called? Nope, it's gonna bug me. Cyber Chase, that's what it was called. How many seasons was that? I never watched it, but I know of it now. How many seasons was that? It was... Jesus, it had been aired since 2002. I believe it finished. It went up to 16 seasons. That is bonkers. So that's like, yeah, that's a while. I don't know how many gap years there might have been between seasons releasing, but that's not a small amount of seasons to have for a TV show of any caliber. And it being an educational show, that's really, really something. Jesus Christ. Okay, no, I gotta have dual wield. Oh, fuck. Let's see, I got some Dragoon levels into Ramza when he was a Dragoon briefly. He got some Thief levels, some Martial Arts levels. I'm just trying to consider my options on how I could get him to gain that skill, the dual wield at least. Because then he could become a beast. Alright, what's this new cleansing strike? I want to see it. Is it not... Oh, can I not do it on different elevations than what the skill... Distant unit, okay. Okay, nope, does not look like I can. Alright, good to know.
Down with you!
this. The fire flail, while not activating all the time, is at least a decent enough damage tick. I like that. It's good. There we are. Yeah, that makes sense. Ninja good. Ninja very good. I see the merit now. Alright, we were heading back to Egros. Tavern. Alright, how'd it go?
Tell us how it went.
Actually, we'll learn after the ad break. So 3 minutes, then an hour of no pre-rolls after. So hydrate, stretch, do whatever you need to do. We'll be right back, everybody. And we're back. I also just realized something. So, fun thing. So, I talk about how meal prepping is awesome, and y'all should definitely do it in case you ever need to, like, prep food for the week, or even potentially months ahead of time, depending on how things go. Because I understand money's tight with groceries being expensive. I just realized that I might need to rearrange how my meal prep plans work, because presently my last meal preps have been involving green lentils, and not that and that may have to change to a dinner thing, because I don't know, for some foods I just prefer eggs and everything for breakfast. So I may need to figure out what the hell I'm gonna do for a different meal prep idea. In fact, maybe I should note down eggs for grocery list, because previously, the last time I was ever doing eggs for a meal prep, I would be doing these like muffin tray egg bakes where you just like take 8 eggs or so and you mix them with bell peppers, onions, your breakfast protein of choice, or you know, not if you just prefer to go meatless, which is fine, and then your spices, so like your garlic powder, onion powder, salt, pepper. I would throw in some cayenne pepper or chili powder in there, but that's me because I'm a spice fiend. And then throw in some milk in there, and then you toss that for like, you mix it together, put it in your oven ready milk muffin tray, and then you let that bake for like half an hour, and then boom, you got like 12 little muffins. But I think I may need something more substantial than that for this new shift that I'm going to be taking. So I think I might need to look up an egg bake that I can do for a sustainable period of time on that front. Because like that just dawned on me. I was like, oh shit, right. Because of this schedule shift, I'm going to rearrange how things may go on that front. I might need to look up a new green lentil recipe, because the one that I have is good. Or the one that I did for this week's lunches is good, but it came out a little watery, and I don't really like watery broths for stuff. Because like what I did was that I found it as like a green lentil chili, because I got really curious about that idea, and it exists, but I don't know what I did wrong. I don't know if it's because of the diced tomatoes that you typically use in it, but it was like, it came out watery, and I don't like watery chili. So, yeah, I may have to think of a different recipe to do for the week on that front. I mean, either way, I'm still going to do chicken enchiladas for myself next week, because I've got the craving in my brain for it, and I could do that. It's just, I'm thinking on other ideas right now on what I could do with those green lentils I've got, because I think I've got like half a bag or a bag and a half left, I think. So I may look up some ideas, because lentils are actually quite good for you, and they're very easy to make, and they're fucking cheap too. Like, they're really, really cheap. It's a fucking shame that I cannot find any other kinds of lentils besides green ones, though. And I don't want to have to order them shipped, because I feel like that defeats the purpose of trying to find cheaper alternatives for stuff. So, yeah, I just taken to finding green lentil recipes, since green is the only one I can find. But yeah, that's been on the brain too lately for me, is like, what do I do for meal prep stuff with my new schedule? Because I'm going to want more of a breakfasty thing for my lunch breaks, and then changing around dinner plan ideas for later.
We accomplished the task with flying colors.
Naught is like to match the satisfaction we all feel now.
The traveling minstrel Mamenko recently gave his first performance in nigh on 10 years. After an extended creative slump, having once been a perennial fixture in Igros's nightlife, this show was his most spectacular yet. Over the course of several days, we rehearsed as his dancers, and our performance helped create a raucous atmosphere on the night, the likes of which Igros Tavern had never seen before. We later learned this was a farewell performance prior to Mameko setting out on a world tour. We wish him all the success he deserves.
It just goes to prove that naught is beyond us when we put our minds to it.
I'd consider that a job well done. Will that be all? Thanks.
All right. Gustan, you are going to change to... Where was it? Oh, you're not quite there yet. Gustan's the closest. He needs to be a summoner next. Once he gets past this this thing, the oration thing. But he does need more skills on this. Regardless of job. Oh, maybe I should have used it there or saved up for it. Oh well.
Yes?
Alright, slowly but surely.
Why not?
Slowly but surely he's making it. Alright, then there was another errand down this way to go. Let's see. Any errands exclusive here? No. Any errands? Oh, right, the den.
What do you need? This is what
That'd be for the ninja. Actually, wait. What? How many skill points did she earn? Not as many, but enough to learn that. So I wonder if throw would mean that she...
Looking for Autumn come back.
I wonder if throw means that she just goes into the inventory automatically, or if she needs the items thing attached to it.
Greetings, or catch your eye.
Papyrus Codex.
Are you thank you. Are you anything? Are you thank you. Are you anything? Are you thank
I don't know what this cloth is going to be for, but I feel like it's important. Alright. We're just doing a lot of equipment stock up. And then once we get this next errand... Like, I probably am not going to start the next story beat until next stream, because I genuinely am just building up equipment, and then I'm going to kit out my entire party the best I can, and then we'll continue on.
I shall do my best.
You know what? Maybe it would be better if she had her white mage skills.
I am ready.
Time to prove myself.
Ever ready.
Forward.
Oh, that's a new enemy. What the fuck is that? It's like a walking tree dryad enemy.
Bonk. Elpenor.
It's up to me.
Okay. What is this thing? Treant. Okay, yeah, makes sense. Elpenor the Treant. Can Aura Blast reach? It can. It's minimal damage, but oh well.
An easy shot.
What does this look like? Oh! Wheatgrass used that against me. Or Wheatgrass, not Wheatgrass. Nice evasion, and you can actually end this guy. No, you can't. But you can do some damage. Lilith, you get to end him off then. There we go. And then you go slice.
What to do?
And then attack you. Oh, I do also have another fun update. So, I finished Razorblade Tears recently, and that was, yeah, it was very good. I really enjoyed the book a lot as far as the themes explored. I'm not going to say anything for spoiler purposes, but it was a very good read. I would recommend it. Although, listener and reader discretion advised, it is not a book for the faint of heart. So, heads up on that front. And for the next book that I started listening to while at work, I was floundering. I was like, I don't know what the fuck I'm gonna do for the next book I want to listen to. And then I just decided, fuck it. I'm gonna listen to one that I hear is really, really good. And from the intro of it all, it is definitely a very fascinatingly constructed world, alongside being a very fascinatingly constructed war story. The book that I've decided to go for my next listen is one called Alchemized. And Alchemized is about a lady named Helena who is found in a stasis tube, more or less like completely unsure of like where she is, how she got there. A lot of her memories are locked away. She remembers her name, and she remembers also that she was part of a revolution of a holy order that was fighting against a necromantic guild faction that was seeking to up their station. And the story takes place after this great big conflict happened and the rebellion failed. And now Helena's essentially picking up the pieces of what went down on the rebellion and why parts of her memories were locked away without her knowledge. Like she doesn't know how she ended up the way she did. She doesn't know why. She doesn't know why she's missing parts of those memories, and she doesn't know why her abilities to perform transmutive alchemy has been just like reduced to nothing. Like she's really confused and lost on this stuff. So that is the premise of it all, and it's very good with how it does its world building as far as how the alchemy structure of the world actually functions, because there's like different tiers of functions with the different kinds of ways that alchemy is performed, as well as the different kinds of resonance types that exist between different types of alchemizable materials. And it's just a very fascinatingly built kind of system. Because you'll have one faction of people that are capable of like flicking their wrist and suddenly having their iron ring turn into a big spike on their finger, and then others that have the ability to search into a person's mind to try and glean through memories. It's really cool. And it's got me intrigued on how the fuck it balances it all. Albeit there are just some instances where I'd be listening to it and then my mind gets distracted and then I end up having to like rewind in the book because I might have missed a detail. Like that's something that I've been encountering a lot, where I'm just like, uh-oh, I missed a thing, and then suddenly I have to like play catch up on the book. This poor guy, I got him holy and he can't even fucking use it.
Very well. Ready. Ready.
Okay, no, there are birds here. And an archer. Oh, if I got Lilith equipped guns, oh, that'd be so funny. She could, because then if I decide to change her job, she can just use guns no matter what. All right. Don't know how long this encounter may go, but we may make this one the last one we do for the day. Because, as I said, I am going to probably start the next story segment after this. Or next stream, rather. Because, speaking honestly, I have a very strong feeling that perhaps we're going to encounter another big level jump. Just a thought.
Let me see. Beautiful. Do that. Uh-oh. Oh my god. Nice fucking evasion. Escape. There we go. Uh-oh. Shit. Alright, do you have a rise? You have raise, okay.
We need to buy some armor, not just weapons.
Lend me your ear.
There we go. Beautiful. And then just wait here because the night's blocked off enough. Beautiful. There we go. Sorry, I'm just trying to get this figured out. Alright, all good. Jesus Christ. Yeah, Ramza, you gotta get dual wield, dude. Like, so many of my units could use the dual wield. Although, then again, there are some weapons that can't dual wield. Can't really dual wield spears. No matter how much arguing you could probably do with a GM. Unless it's like short spears or something, but even... No, unless it's short spears, but yeah, you can't really dual wield long spears. Literally impossible. Alright, so then let's go grab this.
Welcome. That's the spirit. An errand.
This is Legacy.
Right then. Tell us how it went.
It was a resounding success. Won through great endeavor.
We learned that a ship said to belong to Messa, the hero king who saved humanity from the cataclysm, had foundered not far off of the shores of Gog. We immediately set to work and succeeded in raising the great vessel. However, a cursory examination of the ship revealed modern construction. We later learned that the vessel belonged to the Estoir Trading Company in Gog. The tip-off was little more than a tall tale, but the traders were delighted to have found their vessel all the same. Though we had hoped for more, the experience was valuable in itself.
The work required our full commitment, but the sense of achievement will long remain.
I'd consider that a job well done.
Alright, that worked.
Not a lot. Need anything else? Thank you. Good day. It's just... Will that be... Come back soon.
Nothing else there, and
Greetings.
by getting another one of these would actually be a really good idea, I think. And yeah, I'm gonna need to buy more armor and stuff
May I come?
in the interim of it all.
A warm... You're interested.
Errands. Oh god, that's a lot. Holy shit. Has anyone seen my carrot? Please find my darling pet. She's been missing for a number of days, and I'm beside myself with worry.
Who are you sending?
I guess I'll send...
How many days will you allow for this? Anyone? Very well.
Zero's challenge. I recently received the following note from Zero, a foul brigand who is terrorizing the locals. Dearest Viscount Barfire, I'm coming to steal your riches. Love, Zero the Master Thief.
How long will you permit for this? Anyone understand?
Methinks that guy's talking out of his ass. One of our trade ships, the Dawn Queen, has sunk 50,000 domes into the Bay of Segista. Please raise the vessel for us. Note that the Dawn Queen was carrying something of great importance of our company president. I'm probably gonna do it like 2 errands at a time. But I think that's probably where we'll stop. I'm gonna check what is available.
Greeting. You can trust me.
Okay.
Is there any
A warm welcome. That's the spirit.
Okay, Merchant's Regret.
Be
All right.
come back.
Because a lot of them have overlap, but then some of them are like the same no matter where you're at. Okay, but I think that's probably a good spot to end. So next time we're live on this, we're going to go see about approaching the story sections here. And then after that's done, yeah, that'll probably be taking up most of the time, because then whatever story problems we'll encounter there, we'll need to level up for, and then we can just continue. How about we head back to Egros real quick and check that, and then once we check that, we'll end. Wait, I was having him save up. Fuck. Alright, well. Change you out to be a summoner.
Wish me luck.
Lead the way.
I have so many chocobos. Why do I have so many chocobos?
To the front.
My turn, is it?
As you wish.
Let's see, I got you a bunch of job points so you can actually learn some more time skills. Now as for the... Maybe I can make this guy a ninja. Because if... Yeah, I mean, maybe. Wouldn't be the worst idea. So he'd have to change to a knight. Oh, I also need to get him level 4 archer. You know what? Yeah. Because the other thing is, we could use an archer. Because if I'm gonna be honest, this guy's kind of lacking with a lot of other stuff right now. So we're gonna go with items, and then you have nothing else. Okay. You're gonna be a slow build up on that front, pal. Ooh, equip pole arms, no matter job. I'll take that, please. Alright. I think after this fight we'll probably stop, because this will go by quickly, but I do need to get up early for my last day at my current job, because that's the other thing that's happening, chat. My last day at my current job is tomorrow, at the time of me streaming this. So I'll be starting my new position next Monday, and that's gonna be... It'll be a change, but it'll be a welcome change, because frankly, I've been meaning to change jobs for a bit now to something that is either closer or would potentially pay more, and, you know, this job is at least a lot, and I mean a lot closer. Like, my dad's gonna give me one of the bikes at his house, which means that I'll be able to bike to work, and biking to work means that I can at the very least be able to not spend $35 or so on gas for like every week and a half or so. That's going to be a massive boon for me. That's going to save me a lot of money. And plus, one of the other benefits of this job is it'll provide auto insurance. Because for the longest time, my folks have actually been the ones that have been paying for my auto insurance. So that'll take some of the financial burden off of them too, which I'm really grateful about.
Come then.
There, and then there. Ow. Yeah, Reflect's only good for magic. I don't know what you're expecting there, but that's not going to work. There we go. Take out that time mage. Don't want that to be a problem. Aha! So taking in a fire type of deal with that. Attack you. Not quite dead. But
Death be upon you.
There we go. And then Agrius, you Hollow Blade, or Hollow Bolt rather. Hollowed Bolt.
Power thrumming in.
There we go. And then you, Umbra. I'm kind of just throwing skills like spaghetti at the wall to see what sticks. There. Yeah, those items have not really been... not been the strongest for me to grab. And then fire. And I think... with this, we'll be wrapped up.
Right.
I'm a healer, but bonk. Healer but smack. Can I have her reach that chest? Probably not. Can that reach? Yes. There we go. Okay. Well, that was another nice little grinding session alongside getting some money and more reputation. Because the adventure rank thing, I'm wondering what that might entail. But I guess we'll find out when we get there. But yeah, we did make some plot progress. Wheatgraph is dead, and we learned that the base religion, or the religion that the entire order is, or that we learned that Ajora was not a saint, and we learned some dark secrets of the church that they would really want to be kept hidden, that Ajora turned out to just be some kind of spy that's scamming the people of Ivalice because he was a spy for another land trying to undermine another nation. So yeah, that's something that I've really enjoyed about this, is that a lot of the fanatical aspects of the story when it comes to magic and everything always has this underlying motive of like being spun towards somebody's political end. Like, we haven't encountered a big bad evil demon resurrection, because funnily enough, the times where there is big bad evil demon resurrections in this game, they've turned out to just be bullshit stories. Like, that's something I appreciate about this game, because how often have you ever seen, like, the political machinations of a story sound so interesting, but then when it turns into typical, like, fight the demon lord with the power of friendship, it just kind of feels like it becomes the worst part of the game? I felt that for Final Fantasy 16, funnily enough, if we're talking Final Fantasy stories. Because in Final Fantasy 16, I was actually enjoying the game more when it was about undermining the entire structure of how that world worked by destroying the Mother Crystals and trying to free the indentured servants. But then it evolved into a completely different story when Ultima was thrown in there, and I was like, I don't like this as much anymore. Like, this, now the story's just turned kind of typical, and I'm kind of rolling my eyes a little bit. Not to say that defeating evil gods with the power of friendship is bad. Far from it. I enjoy those. Literally, one of my favorite games is Dragon Quest XI, and that game is essentially defeating big bads with the power of friendship. Like, that's just Dragon Quest as a whole. But Final Fantasy XVI's case just felt like it lost confidence, or just kind of got bored of one story and then just changed to another. Like, when Ultima was just pontificating a whole bunch about like humanity moving on, I was just like, this feels like it could have gone a lot harder if it just didn't get rid of the cool political stuff. I don't know. Maybe, I don't know if that's a hot take, but I just think Final Fantasy XVI was more interesting in its, like, first half. Like, Final Fantasy XVI for me lost its steam story-wise around the time when, funnily enough, after you fight Bahamut in space, that's where I feel like the story kind of starts to turn into the JRPG fare that it just kind of fell back to it. Like, it doesn't start immediately, but it kind of creeps in, because then that's when Ultima shows up, which sucks, because, like, the game up till then was pretty damn fun. And it still is fun, it still is fun, but I was just having fun learning about the world and learning about the different structures of the kingdoms and how they worked. But oh well. Oh fucking well, I guess. But yeah, in any case, thanks for joining me, everybody. Hopefully you all had a good time, whether you lurked or chatted or watched on the VODs. I really appreciate it. VOD watchers, as I've been saying, and as you saw on my post that I made before, the structure of streams is going to go under a rework starting next week. So 4 p.m. to 7:30 p.m. will be the new stream schedule. VOD uploads will not be affected by this. I'm still probably going to be just doing my uploading and scheduling of my VODs over the weekends. So just, you know, keep an eye out for when I do those. And yeah, if you want to see when I'm live next, Tuesday through Thursdays is still going to be the days. So follow my Blue Sky if you want to see when I'm live next, or just keep an eye on the YouTube posts, whichever of those two would be the way you'd rather see when I'm live next. And yeah, that's going to be all. So VOD watchers, take care of yourselves, stay hydrated, keep your postures checked, be good out there, and I'll see you next time. Bye.